Hello, Mark Wright Larson here for the Dreamcatcher podcast. Thanks for joining us. Today, my guest is Chris Holland. Welcome, Chris.
Hey, how's it going, Mark? How are you?
It's going great. How about you?
Can't complain, man. Life is blessed. I'm doing well. Doing great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, Chris, where are you located and a little bit of background about yourself?
Yeah, right now I'm located in Phoenix, Arizona. Originally from Tennessee, but I've been out here 15, 16 years or so. Um, yeah, I mean, I joined the Air Force right out of high school. I was in the military for a
Oh,
little bit,
really?
and yeah. I joined. It's a 2T251 air transportation. So I loaded all the C-17s,
Wow.
the C-5s, all the stuff going overseas to the Middle East, and yeah, I did that for a while, and then I came out to Phoenix
Wow.
and been here since.
Okay.
Yep.
So, was that something you always wanted to do? Is do that out of high school?
Well, so I mean, I thought about it. I did ROTC when I was a freshman in high school,
Okay.
and I really enjoyed it. But really, I was always a runner. I ran track cross country. I ran my first 5K when I was 10 years old. It was called Laps for Lupus. It was
Wow.
yeah. It was in honor of my
Awesome.
grandmother who's now passed away. But
Oh,
it was Laps for Lupus. She had lupus and autoimmune disorder, and I ran this 5K race in Nashville actually. They have a
okay.
they have a replica of the Parthenon in Greece, actually in downtown Nashville, and that's where we ran the race.
I did not
And
know that.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
life size replica of the Parthenon with the goddess Athena statue in there, and these huge like 28-foot doors,
Wow.
big bronze doors. And but I fell in love with running then, and so that was always my big goal growing up until I graduated.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I injured my knee. Unfortunately, I had a full ride
Oh,
scholarship
that's not good.
yeah, I can't run past like a mile and a half now without excruciating pain. But I
Oh,
ran I think
that's
I ran it was
really
a
too bad.
448 mile, 1655K. I was 11th in the state, and
Wow,
that was my
that's
big
really too
goal.
bad.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was a passion of mine, really, is running. I still stay physically fit, active, but I can't run. I think
so do you coach anybody with running, or would you ever wanna do that?
No, no. I've thought about getting into it, like into, maybe some high school coaching or something like
Right,
that.
yeah.
But no, I stay active now. I ran my last half marathon like 4 or 5 years ago. I ran it with my dad. It was his like 50th half marathon when he was 50 years old.
Whoa,
So we did 50 at 50.
wow,
Yeah.
that's
And
really good.
it told me that, got some stuff with my knee. I don't know, but yeah, that was
Yeah.
originally my big dream growing up, was like the Junior Olympics and then like an Olympic path and everything like that. So, but I turned down that full
Wow,
ride.
that
Uh, Air Force, was a great opportunity. Learned a lot, met a lot of good people, taught
I
me
bet.
discipline and
Oh, I
leadership
bet
and
that's
things
true.
like that. Yeah.
Now, so
Yeah, it was
so I
great.
always ask on the Dreamcatcher podcast, so that was your dream then growing up? What you
It
thought you
was,
wanted
it
to do?
was. Yeah. When I first ran that 5K when I was 10, um, I placed first in my age group, and
Wow.
I don't know, I just like running. I've always felt like, following your dreams. One of my old mentors actually called it following your bliss. Follow what
True,
makes you
I would agree with
happy.
that.
And
Yes.
running in general is I mean, really just being in the gym at this point, since I can't run anymore, but it brings me peace. It's like it's like a Zen moment. It's kind of where like time melts away.
I can understand that.
Um, you know what I mean? And yeah, so that
I
was
do.
that was that was my big dream. Yeah.
So what can you have to be careful when you're in the gym?
Well, I can't run really past like a mile and a half. Is excruciating pain.
But you can do other
I've
things then?
Yeah. I can, yeah, totally stay active. Water exercises. I mean, I can do light running on the treadmill, elliptical, bike riding. Can't that doesn't do anything. So, but yeah, luckily I've got
Can you
like the
swim?
VA. Oh yeah. I mean, Yeah, I'm not a Michael Phelps or anything, but yeah, I can swim.
Okay. Not yet.
Yeah, yeah, not yet,
No.
not yet.
Yeah. So, okay, well, so where you're at, what are you doing today then?
So what I'm doing today, yeah, so I've actually I run a credit repair business. I've done that for going on almost 6 years now. You know,
Okay.
been doing that. I got my associate's degree actually when I came out to Phoenix after the Air Force. I got an associate's in applied sciences, and I was a massage therapist for a while. To kind of
Really?
keep on my
Okay.
yeah, yeah, I did that for a little bit. Um, and I
I'm gonna give you
figured
a call. I like my
yeah, yeah. I'm a little out of
I love
practice,
massages.
but yeah, yeah, yeah. That was the thing. I actually
Uh,
got burnt out doing it. I was doing so many
I can
massages,
believe
but I
that.
never actually got a massage myself. So, um, but yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
not right.
I know, I
Oh,
should have, but yeah, no. So
those are
I've
awesome.
decided I'd go back to school. With the way things are, like AI is everywhere, right? And I'm a
It
big
is
nerd.
that.
I'm a big data nerd. I found I'm very analytical. I just like to see how things are like put together, why things work, how they do. And I had no idea that like what I was doing, like the way that I analyze the world, I guess, and
Okay.
like process information, is essentially like what data scientists do. Um, and so I went back to school. I was so close to having a bachelor's degree, and
Uh-huh.
I basically I told myself, look, I'm going to do this and commit to it. And that's important, like making promises to
It
yourself,
is.
is a big thing,
Yes.
and holding those promises. And so like I committed to going back to school, and I'm almost done. It's data science and machine
Congratulations.
learning. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and it's been really fun. I nerd out on that stuff, man. I'm just doing AI stuff all day, and
That's awesome.
um,
So,
yeah.
what do you hope to do with that when you get your degree?
Um, so I'm not gonna. The data science is like one of the fastest growing careers right now. I don't see
Okay.
myself like working in like corporate America or doing anything like that. There's a lot of opportunities that could be presented, but I'm gonna end up on a coast somewhere.
Okay.
Like Florida, overseas, anywhere. I've always felt I belong on a beach. But I've
Me
definitely been
too.
using like yeah, I it's another place that kind of like brings me zen, like a peace place is like just being
Definitely.
with my
I
toes in the
agree.
sand. But yeah, I want to do,
Yep.
um, use the skills to build systems and help people improve business processes and use data to analyze and aggregate information to basically help people make better choices, whether that's with business or personal or whatever it
Amen.
is. And yeah, and so
Very
I've
good.
built my own company using those principles. And yeah,
Okay.
so to be honest, I haven't like pinpointed exactly what I'll do, but the skills are very
Well,
useful.
that'll come.
Yeah.
You'll get
Yeah. Yeah.
there.
Yeah. For sure. hmm I'm just
So,
enjoying the journey
what's the
at
name of
this
your
point.
company?
Credit
Yeah,
Comeback
and it
Club.
is a journey. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
What you
it's
got on your hat
credit come
there or your cap?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The hat came free with the company, so
Is that that works? That's very good.
yeah.
So, okay, you do the credit repair. How do people find you, or do you just put you put stuff out there and people come to you?
Yeah, yeah, I've got a website, we do TikTok, I'm on all the social medias. I've been building like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years or so, but mostly it's all just word of mouth referrals, things like that. So, people that I've helped in the past and they refer
It's
me
kind of
business and yeah, there's like 40 something million people in America struggle with bad credit. I was one of them. I still don't think to this
I
day
can
that
believe that.
I don't think I've seen a credit file worse than mine still to this day when I first started.
Really?
There's no education
Wow.
like with credit. I think in the school
True.
system and people are maybe taught, how to write a check or something, but real financial education isn't really taught. And it's
That is for sure.
not to go down that tangent or like harp on the system or anything, but it's just wild to me that you know, someone with no credit will come out of high school and they'll give you a $200,000 loan to go to school and you'll go into debt.
Yep.
but
Yep.
they don't teach you how to manage that
Oh, a long
or anything
ways.
like that. And when I was in the Air Force, I got credit cards, I got loans, I got vehicles, I did all this stuff, and just had
I
no idea.
bet.
And you looked at it as like free money, and so I spent years figuring out how to fix that and get myself out of that situation. And luckily, I was surrounded by a lot of other people in the right rooms. I always said that don't be the smartest person in the room. And, I was blessed
Amen.
and fortunate enough to be taught by people that were doing what I wanted to do. And, yeah, it's very rewarding I know what that feeling is like when someone
I bet.
feels that they're like in a deep hole and
Yep.
they can't get out. And
Get him
because
out of there.
it's just the way the system works now. People, you need credit they check the Air Force, I think, checks your credit now, believe it or not, is what
Really?
from
Even
what I've
that?
heard.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's been very rewarding
So
to give those opportunities back to other people.
no, and I can see it. So if how does that work? Somebody just comes in, you advertise, and somebody come in and says they need you. I suppose you have a meeting.
Yep.
How do you repair somebody's credit, or how does that
Yeah, good
work?
question. No, it's a great question. Yeah, so what we do is a lot of people come in, they just book a consultation on the website. I do what's called a forensic audit. I do it a little bit different than like a lot of these like sawmill type credit repair companies. I do
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what's called Metro 2 credit repair and FCRA. So Metro, without getting too technical, Metro 2 is the reporting standard that the furnishers and creditors have to report the information to the bureaus, right? So the three major bureaus.
Okay, gotcha.
It's a
Right.
language called Metro 2. Essentially, what it really is a
Okay, interesting.
bunch of ones and zeros on a computer. But when people dispute, like say someone says, "Hey, I want to dispute this information, this account," right? They send that dispute letter into the bureau. That gets basically condensed into what's called an ACDV file with a bunch of ones and zeros, and it's a language called Metro 2. So what I do is I go in, I find those error. There's over 28 fields that I typically look for on a credit
Wow.
report. Like to kind of put it in plain context, like big common issue people deal with are charged off counts, collection accounts, right? The
Right.
law states and Metro 2 standards state if something is charged off or in collections, it can't carry a balance, right? Or it can't show payments. And so if
Okay.
that's one of the
Okay.
biggest errors I'll see is an account that's been charged off, but it's still reporting a balance. So that would be an error that I would find. And what I do is I just go directly to the
Okay.
furnisher first. I just be directly with them and I basically just say, hey, look, here's the errors. Here's the laws that violates. Please explain or please fix, right? They have 30 days to do
Yeah.
so.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep, yep, and it's every consumer's right to be able to dispute credit. You don't have to run it through
Right.
a credit
Exactly.
restoration company like mine or all the other awesome ones that are out there. Every consumer has the right to do it themselves. It's just it. I've spent 6 years learning how to do it, trial and error. I mean, I've tried all kinds of things, but yeah,
I can
someone
see
comes in,
that.
I do an audit, and then yeah, I handle all the dispute process, certified mail, send it, the back and forth. Clients have portals that they can track all their whole progress through from A to Z. Yeah, it's great.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you doing this all by yourself, or do you have employees?
Yeah, so right now, I'm doing it by myself, just one other, person, but that's it right now. Um, yeah, I mean, I've been doing this for a while and, until, like, we're able to scale past, like, hundreds of clients, there's really no need to
Yeah.
run it at huge scale like that. Um, and a lot of stuff that I do is, sub or agentic AI assistants and things like that, but I'm the face and I'm the
Okay.
human behind everything. So everybody talks to me, consultations, things like that. So yeah.
Interesting. AI, like I was showing in the background. AI is getting everything. Do you use like ChatGPT or Claude, or which do you use any of those, or is it
Yeah,
something
yeah,
different?
yeah. I've got a couple. So I actually using the skills that I learned in school, like Python programming and things like that, I actually
Oh
coded
yeah.
and built my own software for the my credit business. I don't use like a third party uh
Wow.
CRM, like if people know like what the CRM is, but to manage the entire process, the billing, everything. It's my own proprietary software that I built and created. But yeah, for
Okay.
coding and things like that, yeah, I use Claude Code. ChatGPT,
Okay.
I kind of just use
Oh, that's
more as like a glorified Google, I guess.
kind of,
But
really, it is.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I've actually just started working on kind of coding my own personal AI assistant, based off of if you've ever watched the Iron Man movies and you know who Jarvis is,
Hmm.
like Tony
Right.
Stark's little Jarvis. Yeah, so I just started working on something like that too, just for fun. I told you I
Wow.
nerd out on this stuff. I have fun with it. Yeah.
That's good. That's worth a lot when you should
Yep.
have fun. That's the way it should be. So do you
Hmm.
have like do you explain this, or do you have your own YouTube channel on this, or I mean
I don't.
social
Most
media?
of the most of the content I put out's just on TikTok or Facebook, really. I don't have a YouTube for it, but yeah, it's just I'm old school. I was in high school, I think, when Facebook came out. But it seems like a lot of the
Uh-huh.
demographic nowadays is on Instagram and TikTok. So I've kind of been pivoting to go back that direction as well. So,
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, it is. I mean, I walked in, it was a while ago, and I was going to give blood at the Red Cross, and they said, "We
uh
have a celebrity here." And it's like, what? They said, "He's on TikTok." It's like, I don't think that makes me a celebrity. It's just like,
that's funny.
it was like,
Yeah,
well, this is interesting
a
coming into
celebrity
a Red Cross to
influencer.
give blood.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, and it's just like, this is really strange giving blood and having everybody look at me when I walk in the door. So, it's like, well, I guess somebody's looking at my TikTok.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome,
that
man.
was really a bizarre day. Yeah,
Well,
I couldn't
good.
believe that. I mean, Facebook I've gotten kind of figured out. I've got like 65,000 followers there. Some of the other ones I
Awesome.
haven't figured out too much. But
Yeah. Yeah, I think it
so
takes
what else
time.
do you what's that?
I said it takes time, I think, just to build up, the
Oh,
platforms
yes.
and yeah, yeah, yeah. Build an audience.
So what else do you like to do when you're not doing the credit repair and everything? You said you like the beach. I'd be on the beach. You would
Yeah.
love to be there. Do you surf?
I don't surf. No, no. I just do like bodyboard. Like it's just little
Okay.
skimboards and
How's
stuff.
that?
No, 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 no. It's fun. I do that. Like, but yeah, no, I like nature. I like being outdoors, going on hikes.
Me too. I
Yeah,
love
it's just
hiking.
I love camping, going camping. Um, yeah, going to the movies. I'm
Yeah.
a big movie guy. I love watching movies. I've probably seen The Matrix like d- thousands of times. I could probably quote it
There
by
you
heart.
go.
Um, a big nerd on like Dolby Atmos, Dolby Cinema. I love that.
Okay.
I make music on the side for fun. It's very therapeutic. Being able to like write
Very cool.
music and put that out. So I've just been nothing serious or anything. My dad's actually in the
All
music
right. Oh,
industry, manages country music artists. So I think
okay.
I come from a family of
Oh, wow.
musicians. Yeah. So
Is that what your music is country that you
no,
do?
no, no, it's
That you
kind of
like?
more of like no, it's kind of more of like hip hop-ish, like kind of rap, maybe uh I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know if I really have like a genre. It kind of really started off as like
You
journaling,
kind of
you know.
your own genre.
Yeah, yeah, I'm a one-man band.
That works. That very
Yeah.
much works. Well, I think I saw that it said you like cooking too.
Yeah, no, I love cooking. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. I love grilling. Um, I make a mean cinnamon cheesecake. I do that every year for Thanksgiving for the
Ooh, that
family.
sounds good.
Yeah, it's just my own little
Okay,
thing
that
that
sounds
I've done,
really
and
good.
I do cheesecake stuffed strawberries. So I do that every year for Thanksgiving for the
Love
family. I
cheesecake.
do. Yeah. So cheesecake but no, I love grilling. Um, Nothing like a good steak. But yeah,
Would you
cooking
ever
in
have your
general.
own restaurant or cafe? Or
If I
food
did
truck?
it,
Maybe you'd have your
I'd
food
do a
truck.
food truck. Yeah, if I did it, it'd be a food truck for sure. Yeah,
I could see you
yeah,
doing that.
yeah. I would do a food truck. Some really good, some burgers, maybe some sweet potato fries with some garlic aioli or something. Yeah,
Oh yeah. I'm getting
yeah,
hungry right now.
yeah.
So
I know.
no, I
Me
mean,
too.
so
It's
Chris,
lunchtime over here.
have you ever yeah, that's true. It would be. So
Yeah.
have you ever been to Nebraska?
I don't think I've been to Nebraska. I'm trying to think. I've been to 38 states, I believe, 39 states, but never know. I don't, maybe driven
Wow.
through. Yeah, maybe driven through Nebraska.
I bet on Interstate
Um,
80 maybe.
yeah, yeah. I haven't been up towards like the Pacific Northwest area too much, like Northern California,
I haven't
Southern
either.
Oregon is like the lowest part, but it's beautiful up there. But no, never Nebraska. Never. How is it
I
there?
bet it is too.
You
So you
like it
said
there?
Europe. Have you been to Europe?
I haven't been to Europe yet.
I
Nope.
like the peace and quiet. We have five. What's that?
No, I said I haven't been to Europe
What's
yet.
that?
No. I haven't been to Europe.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, my
You like
wife
the
and I were to Italy a few years ago, and
how is
Italy's pretty awesome. We were down in the southern part of Italy.
okay.
I the people are crazy drivers, but they're really nice people.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're crazy
Yeah.
drivers. So,
What
so do
part
you have a
where
country? Do you want to go to Europe?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, I'll definitely be in Europe. The yeah, like plan is like I said, my oldest daughter just graduated high school. And when the other one follows suit, yeah, we've got travel plans to all travel around together. Ideally, they're
Nice.
going when my oldest is going to cosmetology school, but I've got friends and clients
Okay.
like from other businesses all over the world. So yeah, my younger brother's a
Very
pilot
nice.
too. He actually just got his commercial pilot license. So
Oh
I'm
wow,
like,
perfect.
yeah. So hopefully, he could charter us around or
You're
something.
ready.
Yeah, I know. I'm
That sounds like
totally
a good
ready.
plan.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, you don't have your pilot license?
No, no, never got it. When I joined the Air Force, they had to like send me out to make sure I wasn't like degeneratively going blind. Because I have like a red green
Oh
color
wow.
blind. Yeah, yeah. So, but I don't think you
Oh
need. I
oh.
think you can have corrected vision to fly a plane. I'm not sure, but no, that's on
Okay.
the bucket
Okay.
list for sure. At least get
That's awesome.
a
So what did you do
PPL
in
or
there? I mean,
something.
when you were okay. So how long were you in the military?
I was 4 years. Yeah. Yeah, I did just the four. I was air transportation. Started off as the actual code is called 2T251, but I was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina. I think that's where I
Oh,
really
nice.
kind of fell in love with like the beach type lifestyle because there's Folly Beach. You're an hour and a half
Oh
from Myrtle
yeah.
Beach. But yeah, no, I was in
Yep.
charge of. I wasn't in charge, but like what I did was load all of the planes that were going overseas to like Rota, Spain, Ramstein,
Okay.
Germany, all the C-17s, the
Oh yeah,
C-5s.
yeah.
Yeah, we loaded all those. We loaded the tanks, the helicopters, the ammunition, all the food, anything mission essential that was going overseas is we loaded. Yeah, I did that for
Okay.
about 4 years. Yeah, I stayed in Charleston the whole time.
So,
I
so
didn't,
how long have you been out of the military?
oh shoot. I got out in 2000, 2012, no, 2011. So
Okay.
2011. So yeah, so I've been
2011.
out
Okay.
15 years, 15, 16 years now. I almost could have probably retired by
Time
then,
flies.
but yeah, yeah, time flies. I just did it while I was in the Air Force. No,
No, no, time does really fly. It just is
it
like, I
really
mean,
does.
look at how far we are this year. It's going to be
Yeah, I
August
know.
already, and I mean, it's just like
It's
seems like you're
crazy.
just started.
It really
So, what are
does.
some other things? I mean, you like a lot of things. Do you like to write?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with the music. I think like, just the music part for fun. It was just it started off as writing, journaling. I like to read a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of transition a little bit more
Okay.
into
So,
audiobooks, because you can listen to
yeah.
audiobooks while you're driving, working out, things like that. But I did just pick up a book actually not too long ago from the library. So It's that feel of holding a book in
Okay,
your hands
cool.
and the smell of the paper. Something about it.
There is something. Yep.
Yeah.
So who are some of your favorite authors, or who are you reading, or who have you been reading?
So I'd say like favorite nonfiction authors, Roald Dahl. But I read or not nonfiction, fiction, but I read a lot of nonfiction, like
Okay.
philosophy, self-help, personal development type books, Napoleon Hill. Yeah, just yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Think and Grow Rich, How to Win Friends and Influence People, probably some of my
Yeah. Think and
favorite
Grow Rich.
books.
Yep.
Outwitting the Devil, Richest Man in Babylon,
Yep.
um, things like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Those are good books. I got those upstairs and
yeah,
upstairs. I have
yeah,
those books. Yeah, those are
yeah,
good
they're
books.
great.
And I like to, especially well, you don't get the winter we get here in Nebraska. So winter's a good time
No,
to read books here in
yeah, I bet.
Nebraska.
Yeah,
But
I lived in New
winter's
Hampshire
probably
as a
pretty nice
kid.
where you're at.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
winter.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know winter. I mean, I was 8 years as a kid living in New Hampshire. I mean, we got snowed in one time, like 3 feet of snow. We were trapped
Oh yeah.
indoors. We couldn't go out. But no, winters out here in Arizona, they're not too bad. I've always told people it's kind of like, I mean, in the summertime, it's like a real dry heat and there's like an oven. But there's
Okay.
kind of there's no four seasons. It's like in between. It's like you go from hot and then one day it's just kind of cold. The nights can get pretty cold. I mean, it's the desert
Really?
for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
gets pretty
Right.
chilly. I mean, you definitely got to bundle up, but you can just go an hour and a half north in
Okay.
like Sedona, Payson, and you got four seasons up there, crisp, clear air. So it's good.
Really? So pretty close.
Good. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good
That is
camping up
good.
there.
So do you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you know how to ski?
I don't know how to ski. I've snowboarded a few times, but not skiing. I don't know. Snowboarding seems a little bit more natural for me.
So I hear you fall down a lot when you're learning how to snowboard. Is that true?
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's true with anything though. You gotta fall
I
down a
think that
little
is true
bit.
too. Actually,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you do.
Everybody falls down a little bit. It's about getting back up, I think.
It is, and so many people don't get back up. They just like,
Hmm.
it's not for me. And because you never. Everybody's like, well, even with podcasting, everybody's like, well, I'm not going to be good at it. It's like you're not going to be good at anything you do. When you're just
Exactly.
starting out. So,
Yeah.
so would you have your own podcast? Would you ever do that?
I did. I thought about it actually. I had a buddy years ago. We brainstormed an idea for just because we talked a lot about like conspiracy theories and social
Okay,
issues and just
yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
And we brainstormed it. We put out like a whole flow chart and um, like just we had all these ideas and but I to shiny object really, I like I said, I started
Shiny, yeah.
focusing. I didn't
Yep.
want to get distracted, but you know what? It honestly,
I hear
it
you.
has been a thought. When I end up on the beach eventually,
There you go.
I've always
That'd
had
be
a
my kind of
vision of
podcast. I'd join you
having like
there.
a little, yeah, no, that'd be awesome. Yeah, no, I've always had a vision of like a little, just like
I
little
would
beach
love that.
villa or something. I love playing pool. So I've always had an idea of like a little beach
Okay.
villa that serves like really good food, has a pool table where the ground is like
Okay, I'm
sand
definitely gonna
and
join you.
it's kind of open, that's I've always envisioned that, but it'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool to maybe have, you know, just something very natural. That's why I
I think
like
I'd
what
be
you do, very just conversationalist
that
style
would be
podcast. So
it'd be so awesome, especially on the beach. That would make what I do so much better. I mean, because it's hard to find a beach in Nebraska.
yeah,
You're not
I
gonna.
bet.
You might find
I
one sort
bet.
of by a lake, sort of,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I could definitely see you doing that because I
Yeah,
mean, you've done so many things, and I mean, you seem to like to talk, so that seems to be
yeah,
good.
yeah. Yeah, that's what my dad said growing up. He said, I like to talk just to hear myself talk.
That's all right. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
natural
yeah.
then for doing podcasting. So, do you
Yeah,
like speaking in front of people? Yeah.
um, I don't mind it.
So,
No, no, no. I've done a few like speaking engagements in front of people and things like that. Actually, when I
have
was
you?
in the Air Force. Yeah, yeah. And I did a drama
No, I
class
bet.
in high school. But I've worked sales. I've done door to door. I did a lot of sales jobs in the past. So, but you know what?
Okay.
I still get shy sometimes, a little bit of social anxiety. So if you
Really?
want to call
So
it that,
still,
yeah, believe it or not, but you get over it, you know?
how do you get over that?
Um, I look myself in the mirror and I just tell myself to own it. You know, if I ever get anxious like that, or sometimes just kind of just taking deep breaths or just talking, you know, just continuing the conversation and just
Yeah.
realizing that it's not that big a deal. You know,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. No,
yeah,
that's a good way to do it
mirror,
because
yeah, no,
I'm
for sure.
surprised you have that. Y-
Have what? Oh, the social anxiety or the nervousness on that.
Yeah, yeah, because you don't seem like
Yeah,
you would.
yeah, I know, I know. It's not all the time, but I mean, obviously, it's. I think the older I've gotten, the less it's a big of a deal. You know, I think
Yeah, yeah,
when
I
you're
think so.
still like when I was younger and still trying to figure out what I was doing or where I'm at or who I am or purpose and things like that. And you know what? I think that's always evolving.
I hear you.
It's always changing,
I think
but
so
I think
too.
just really like competence brings, you know, begets confidence to me, and just the more that
Yep.
you know, the more that I've just taken like purposeful action, I get a little bit more confident,
Yep.
and like I had mentioned in the past, like doing things that you say you'll commit to and holding those promises to yourself. I think just makes you, you know, it's
Yes.
helped for
Important.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, so Chris, where do you see yourself in 5 years? What would you like to be doing
In 5 years,
besides
like I
being on the
said, I'm
beach?
yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's what I'll be doing. No, in 5 years, I'll be seeing my daughters graduate college. I'll be
Oh,
the
nice.
business will be flourishing. I will have graduated by then. I'd like to, um, yeah, I see myself just kind of continuing on this current path that I'm on, and really just hoping to help and inspire a lot of people to you know to continue to live their dreams, and I like inspiring people
Excellent.
and helping people achieve what it is, and I just see myself
I can
doing that.
tell. I can tell.
Yeah. Thank you.
So if somebody came to you and didn't know what to do, how would you inspire them? How what would you tell somebody that's just gotten like out of high school? What would you tell them? They don't know what to do, and you what would you say?
um I would tell them, well, first, a lot of times, if people say, "Hey, I'm not, I don't know what to do," or whatever, I tell people a lot of time. I guess my first go to is just really kind of get comfortable with the person in the mirror, and figure,
Yeah,
and
important.
yeah, and you can't really recognize a quality or trait in someone that you don't also possess yourself, and so I tell people, like,
True.
just get around, find somebody who's doing, well, whatever it is that you want to do. Follow that instinct. Get around
Yes,
somebody
very important too.
who's already doing it. you know don't
Yep.
try to reinvent the wheel, and
Yes.
like I said, make sure you're not the smartest person in whatever room it is, and surround yourself with people
Important.
who are going to put you in, and you become the average of who you surround yourself with, and so that's what I would tell people. Just,
Very
make
true.
sure that you're around people that are doing, talking, speaking, and living the life that you want to be, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Just get comfortable being uncomfortable,
Yep.
and and the
Yes,
rest will
important.
follow. The rest will follow.
It will. That's great
Yeah.
wisdom. I mean, that is such great
Yeah.
wisdom, and I mean, that
Yeah.
is,
I
uh,
mean, it helped me. It
no,
helped me. I was real lost when I was younger, just doing a lot of different things, and um
uh-huh.
but yeah, that same advice kind of helped me, and it still helps, so that's what I would tell
It's
somebody.
great advice.
Yeah.
No, it is, and I mean, out of high school, I didn't know I went to college because I didn't know what else I wanted to do, and got
Yeah.
some degrees, which I wouldn't have had to do because the degrees were like, eh. I coulda done what I'm doing now without degrees, but I didn't know what else to
Exactly.
do. But no, no, very wise. That is very good. So Chris, before we end the podcast, anything else you would like to share with the audience?
Um No, I mean, well, first, I mean, well, thank you for this opportunity, really, I've had a great time.
Oh,
And I
thank
think,
you.
yeah, I think, like I said, it would just be, just keep on keeping on, really, I guess, just, like I
Yes.
said, just follow it is that, I think there's a lot of people that are just say, follow your purpose and figure, but it's not as easy as that. And I think it's just reach for that next best feeling and just keep doing what it is that brings you peace, brings you happiness, whatever that is.
Yep.
And
Amen.
just try to, there's a lot of noise out there, and
There is a lot of noise. Yes.
yeah, try to
Yes.
eliminate that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Yeah. I think that's a great way to end the podcast. Yeah, there is so
yeah,
much noise. It's hard to filter it out sometimes. But
it is.
Chris, thank you for being on the Dreamcatcher podcast. I look forward to keeping in touch and
Thanks,
maybe a
Mark.
follow up down the line.
Yeah,
So, and
absolutely. No,
I'll let you go and you take care.
thanks, Mark. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.